Hello everyone, let's see the groups in certain details. We had already seen what is a tab. So home is a tab, insert is a tab, page layout is a tab. In a home, we had seen the different groups like clipboard, font, alignment. Now we will see in little detail about those. Clipboard is a basic function which is available where you can copy and paste, when you can cut and paste the information. I will show you with example. For example, I want to cut this word from here and paste it to the another cell. So how will I do it? I will say Control X. Okay, as I press say Control X, a dotted line will rotate around the word. Then I will select the cell wherever I want to paste it. So I will select the cell and I will say Control V for pasting it. As you can see, the word is no more here, it is shifted to some other cell position as I directed. Okay. Similarly, if I want to copy the word from one place to the another, so how will I do it? I will select the word, I will say Control C, again the dotted line will rotate around the word and I will paste wherever I want to by saying the command Control V. Okay. Now if I want to undo this operation, we had already seen the button which is available over here, but my sincere suggestion to everyone that minimize the use of mouse, maximize the use of keyboard. More you know the shortcuts, the more the Microsoft Excel will be user friendly to you. So how will I do it? The undo operation, I will press Control Z. Okay. Now again if I press the Control Z, it is back in its position. Next we will go towards the font section. In the font section, this is a bold, italic and underline is available. Okay. How to do that? Commands are there which can easily help us to do that. To bold it, I will select the word, then I will say Control B. It is in a bolded format. Okay. If I want to convert it into the italic format, I will say Control I. It is in the italic format. Okay. If I want to underline the word, I will say Control U. It's getting underlined now. So these are the simple formats which are available. Similarly, if I want to give a box to this particular cell, then how will I do this? Can you see this is dotted line over here? Just click on it and click on the borders. Okay. Say all borders, you will get the border over there at the cell. If you want to deselect the border, you can deselect the border by saying no border to it. Okay. So this function is basically very useful, especially when you are working with certain table and formatting those table. Now we will see how to increase and decrease the cell size. Wherever you want to increase and decrease, select that cell first. This is one way of increasing the font there, that is increasing the font by clicking this option. So as I am increasing, the font keeps on increasing. So as I am decreasing, it is keep on decreasing. But as you notice, if I am increasing, the number over here is also increasing and decreasing. So that is another method of changing the font size. I can directly change the font size to suppose 16. Now I want to change the font type. Okay. If I want to change the font style there, then for example I want to use certain other way of simplified version of representing it. Suppose I will select over here as the Calibri. Okay, that font is available. If I want to use the bookshelf symbol 7, that font is available, which is very unknown to us. Then Biomi font is also available. So these are the different fonts types which are available. You can select whichever you want to. Now let's come to the alignment. In the alignment, first we will see merging the cell. Okay. In a merging the cell, I had already shown you one example how do I merge the cell. Okay. If I want to demerge the cell, then I can just click on it. Now how do I do this? I first select the cell wherever I want to merge it. I will select those cells, then I press on the button merge. See, it gives me the merging option. If I want to undo that, I will say unmerge the cell. Okay. Now in this merge cell, if I type suppose India, okay, Now as you can see, the typing is now change, that is the alignment is change. This alignment can also change with the help of this angle clockwise, angle anti-clockwise, then vertical text, rotate text, etc. So I select over here the vertical text, then I will select the angle clockwise. Okay, then I will select suppose the anti-clockwise. Okay, now I want to change the position of it, that is I want to place it a bottom aligned, so I will select the bottom aligned. If I want to select the middle aligned, I will select the middle aligned and the top aligned. Similarly, the left aligned is possible, middle aligned is possible, and the right alignment is possible. Okay, this is how you can write over here. Then next come is as a wrap the text. As you can see, certain words are just not fitting into the cell. For example, the Maharashtra. Okay, so how to fit those words into a single cell? I will first select the word wherever I want to fit it. Okay, when I select this word, I will click on the wrap text. Okay, it will increase the size of the or increase the height of the cell, but the size of the horizontal distance is going to remain as it is. The vertical distance is going to increase. That's the only difference is taking place. There is another method of doing that, that is by clicking this arrow alignment setting. Click on it. Once you click on it, you will find that there are the similar groups are there except the clipboard. Okay, that is number, clipboard, alignment, font, border. These are the options are there. So if I go into the alignment, if I check, if you want to select the wrap test, you can select it. Okay, you want to select the direction of it, you can select the direction of it, that is a degree if you want to select. If you want to select the alignment, that is a central alignment, if you want to do, you can do those changes. Similarly with the font, you can select the font, you can select the size of the font, you can select the font style of it, and you can say OK of it. Okay, so this is how the things are been arranged there. Now let's see the number. What is there in the number? This number is very useful, especially you are working with certain kind of a data there. Okay, for example, I had written a 10 and I want to represent it as 10.00. So how will I do this? A shortcut is available on the screen that it will say the increase a decimal. Click on it. See the decimal increase by 1. If I further want to increase, I will keep on clicking on it. Okay, now I want to decrease the decimal if it is already present there. Okay, how I do it? So I will just click on the decrease decimal type. Okay, now if I want to give the percentage to it, the percentage sign is also available there. Okay, then the decimal I will again reduce it, suppose I will reduce it to suppose 20. Another option to it is that if you click on it, there is a general number currency option is there. So if I want to give a currency name, that is rupees 20, if I want to give, I can give that. Okay, then the timing option, if you want to give the percentage option, the fraction option is there. Okay, so depending upon the use, you can utilize it. For example, this is a date format is there. Now I want to change the date format. The date format over here is YYY, month and a date. Okay, so I want to change a date format. I will select first the date from here. One sec, where's the date? Okay, I will say a short date. A short date will appear over here, or I will say a long date like 6 May 2020. Okay, now still if I want to make some changes in this, I will click over here. Okay, now as you can see, the timing, percentage, fraction, significant number, these all options are available over here. Currency, accounting, date, time. Okay, whichever you want to choose, you can choose there. I will select suppose a date option and I want to select it as 14.3 in this format. I will say okay. See, just selected in this format. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.